In this video, we will examine the required steps you must complete in order to access your exam on your testing date. We will then discuss the format of your placement exam itself. We assume that you have already downloaded and installed Respondus, that you understand how the Respondus startup sequence will work, and that you have already completed the practice assessment to ensure that Respondus is working correctly on your computer. If you have not yet completed those steps, please go back and watch the video named Accessing Your Exam with Blackboard and Respondus before continuing here. Remember, your exam will open on Tuesday morning at 12 a.m. Eastern Time and will close on Wednesday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. This will give you 48 hours to complete the pre-work, make sure that you can fully comply with our remote exam protocol, and take the exam. Let's begin by opening Blackboard and navigating to your foreign language placement course, just as you did for the practice assessment. On this screen, we can see a green check mark indicating that we've already completed the practice assessment. Under this, we have a folder that contains your exam. Let's next open the Arabic Placement Exam Summer 2025 folder. In this folder, we can see a Step 1 video that gives a brief explanation of the Carolinian Creed and USC's academic integrity policies. And in Step 2, we have another video that explains our required Respondus protocol. Additionally, this video details the 3 steps you must take when showing your environment during the Respondus setup sequence. Both videos contain embedded multiple choice questions that must be answered correctly before you can access your exam. The third item in this folder is your actual placement exam. Keep in mind that you must complete steps 1 and 2 to unlock your exam. In this video, since your testing window has not yet opened, all 3 of these are locked, as indicated by the padlock icon to the left of each item. This image shows what you will see once your testing window opens. Notice how the padlock for step 1 is gone. This means that you can click on the video title and begin. Your first step will be to watch this video carefully and respond correctly to the embedded questions. Additionally, you should allow the video to play to the end so that your score will be recorded. If you miss any questions, you must go back and rewatch the entire video until you answer all questions correctly. Once you have responded correctly to all questions, including agreeing to the testing conditions, you will be taken back to your Blackboard course. Notice now that at the bottom right of the folder, we see that 1 of 3 required activities are completed. Again, open the folder and the Step 2 video should be unlocked. If it is not yet unlocked, you should go back and rewatch the first video, ensuring that you correctly answer the required questions and allow it to play to the end. In the Respondus Protocol and Environment Scan video, you will learn several do's and don'ts for taking the placement exam remotely. Additionally, you will be presented with information about the Respondus startup sequence and the required environment scan. You must answer each of the embedded questions in this section correctly. Please note that if you cannot or are not willing to abide by the policies presented in this video, you should not take the exam remotely this summer. Instead, you should wait and take the exam in person during the fall or spring semester. Once you've completed the Step 2 video, you will again be taken back to Blackboard. You should see that you've completed 2 of 3 of the required steps. Open the folder, and you should now see that your exam has been unlocked. You may now log out of Blackboard and make any necessary adjustments to your environment so that you can abide by the testing protocol. Once you are ready to take your exam, you should log back into Blackboard and again open your Blackboard course. Once you click to open your exam, you will be asked to open Respondus. From there, you will continue through the Respondus startup sequence. Please ensure that you follow all protocol discussed in the 2 videos, ensuring that you do not have any unapproved materials around you and that you complete a thorough environment scan with each of the 3 required steps. And once you've completed Step 9 of the startup sequence, your exam will begin. In a change to protocol, for the Arabic exam, you are allowed to have 2 pieces of paper and a pencil with you. There are 3 separate sections to the Arabic placement exam. The first 2 parts are taken here in Blackboard, and you will have 90 minutes to complete these 2 sections. For the first part, you will be given 26 multiple choice reading, grammar, and vocabulary-based questions. After completing the multiple choice section, at the bottom of your exam, you will then be shown 3 separate prompts. For this part, you will use your pen and paper to write out responses to each of the questions. Once you've completed this portion of the exam, hold up your work to your webcam so that it's visible, and once you've done that, you may then submit your exam and exit Respondus. After logging out of Blackboard, you must take a picture of each page of your writing sample and send images as an attachment to flplace@mailbox.sc.edu with the subject of Arabic Placement Writing. We will then attach your writing responses to your exam. In addition to the multiple choice and written portions of the exam, you must also complete an oral interview. This will be held in August, a few days prior to the beginning of the fall semester. An email will be sent to your USC email address in early August with more instructions for setting up your interview appointment. Since you will not have completed the oral interview before meeting with your academic advisor during orientation, you won't be allowed to register for an Arabic course this summer. Instead, you must wait until you complete the speaking exam before registering for an Arabic course. This will not affect your ability to register for other courses while at orientation, however. And once you have a placement score, you will then be allowed to register for an Arabic course for the fall semester. Now that you've watched the two instructional videos, you should understand what you need to do before your exam window opens and what you'll be asked to do on your actual testing date. Your next step will be to wait until your testing window opens to log into Blackboard and complete the 3 steps in the exam folder. Please feel free to return to this video and watch it as many times as you need before you begin your exam.